If you have traffic but no leads, you have a conversion problem. If you have leads but no sales, you have a quality problem. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to audit your lead generation funnel, map out your lead stages, and pinpoint exactly where you are losing money. Before we dive into the framework, we need to address the way most people think about funnels. Look, we've all seen the traditional model. It's taught in every Marketing 101 class. Awareness, interest, desire, and action. The AIDA model. It's been the standard for decades, but frankly, it's completely theoretical and not the best model for lead generation. On this level, the traditional funnel fails because it doesn't give you a way to troubleshoot. It tells you what should happen, but it doesn't help you identify why it's happening. If your sales are down, the old model just says, hey, you need more awareness. That's not a strategy, that's a guess. Think of the lead generation funnel as a series of levels where each level represents a specific environment, like the ad environment or the website environment. For a user to become a customer, they have to move through these levels one by one. Because we've broken the journey down this way, we can see the data for every single transition. What makes this so powerful is that each transaction or transition is measured by a core metric. This allows us to pinpoint exactly where the friction lies. We don't have to guess why we're losing leads. We can see exactly which stage of the pipeline is clogged so we can fix it and move the user forward. This sets the stage for how we're going to audit your funnel today. We aren't going to look at the big picture. Instead, we are going to zoom in and perform a level-by-level diagnosis. For each level, I'm going to give you the core metric you need to track, and I'll show you exactly how to identify the most common issues. Once you have these numbers, you'll have a quantifiable map of your entire digital marketing lead generation funnel. This stage is all about visibility. At the ad level, we track how many people saw your ad and found it relevant enough to stop and act on. At the attention level, we need to look at the number of clicks generated by your ads and divide it by the number of impressions delivered. This generates the core metric CTR, which stands for click-through rate. On this level, this metric diagnoses issues on your ad platform. If this is low or decreasing over time, it is typically caused by one of the following. Creatives. If your creatives are underperforming and failing to generate interest, or if it declines over time, it could be due to creative fatigue or competition and changes in the market. The alternative explanation is that your targeting is incorrect and your creatives are not appropriate for the target demographic or environment. I call this the technical arrival stage. We are tracking the transition from the ad platform's click to the actual loading of your landing page. We've captured the user's attention, and now we need to safely bring them to the website at the traffic stage. We need to look at landing page sessions divided by total clicks, which will help us determine the specific ratio of users who have successfully loaded your website after clicking through from an ad. This produces the core metric VLP, which stands for Viewed Landing Page. On the traffic level, this metric diagnoses issues on your website. If this is low or decreasing over time, page speed is most likely the cause. If your website takes too long to load, users will leave before they even see it. The remaining issues can be grouped together as general technical issues. This includes 404 pages, server errors, and even browser display issues. This is the exchange stage. The user is deciding if your offer is worth the effort of typing in their personal data. From the early stage, the user has safely landed on our website, and now we need to get them to take an action. At the conversion stage, we need to work out the exact percentage of traffic who decided to exchange their contact number by dividing the number of conversions from the total number of landing page sessions. This produces the core metric CVR, which stands for conversion rate. On the conversion level, this metric diagnoses your website's ability to convert users. Issues can arise from either the offer or the actual conversion experience. If your offer is mismatched, as with the creatives we discussed earlier, no matter how well optimized your website is, it will not convert. On the other hand, if your offer is compelling but the design experience makes conversions difficult, users are unlikely to take the next steps. This stage is the most important for a marketer because we should always optimize towards revenue. At this stage, we are filtering raw leads into qualified prospects and ensuring they actually show up to speak with sales. Users have successfully converted on the website, but the conversions don't pay the bills. Sales do. That's why we need to track lead quality, and we can do that by dividing the number of opportunities that converted through from the conversions we generated. This will produce the core metric opportunity rate, or OPPR, and it helps us calculate the final volume of high-quality prospects who officially attended the scheduled sales meetings or initial demonstration. On the sales level, this metric is the default method for determining lead quality. Businesses may use different metrics at this stage, but to keep things simple, we landed on a SAT opportunity. The top two issues that sabotage this stage are poor lead quality and obviously sales performance. If your lead quality is truly low, we need to go back through the entire funnel to determine why. If you can't see anything related to quality, double down on analyzing sales performance, including metrics such as lead response times, sales conversion rates, and historical performance. At the operational level, the best way to handle this is to record these anchor metrics over time, specifically on a weekly basis. When you track these numbers week on week, you stop looking at a static snapshot and start looking at a trend line. Take this example dataset. If we want to find out why revenue dropped in weeks 3 and 4, we can compare week-on-week performance across all the metrics. We may notice that most metrics have not changed except for OPPR, which has dropped off significantly in week 3 and 4. That's exactly why I've built a free online tool specifically designed to help you easily visualize exactly where your performance is dropping across your entire funnel. I've linked the tool in the description below. Now, if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit subscribe. Check out the tool in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.